Hi everyone, Scorp here, continuing this, or starting a new playthrough. So somebody wanted me to play, actually several somebodies wanted me to play Harpy Ladies. So I just gave myself a Harpy Lady deck. I could absolutely go just beat Maya up until she gives me her lunch money. Unfortunately, the hard part is actually getting Harpy's Pet Dragon because she just refuses to play it because everything else in her deck is like, I don't know, 4 stars or less, and this thing is 7, so she just doesn't play it. But I mean, like, this is a pretty typical deck. Not putting in Darkness Approaches yet. I'm gonna wait until at least I've gotten the ability to do a reincarnation, so like 3 duels in. Because everything else here is just normal slots. Pretty much from my, so like, it's not, it would be pretty easy to go to Custom Duel and just get everything in this deck. I don't remember Shadow of Eyes is, but I'm not gonna really use that. So I mean, basically we just skipped the first 30 minutes of farming here, and it should be pretty easy. So Harpy Lady Sisters has reduced cost and increased movement. A pretty strong combo of abilities. As well as, like, increased movement for same type friendlies, which is really, really strong. I mean, there's 2 plays here. One is you just flip this face up and send it right here. The other play is you kill this creature. Either one is fine, honestly. It's honestly probably worse to do this one because I get spellbound. Is that an equip? Oh my. Taya actually played well for once? I guess we're gonna play the Shadow of Eyes. So, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. The DLC is absolutely amazing. Everything I ever wanted from the DLC it is, so that's really nice. Definitely recommend that game. I could totally make videos on it if people want me to, but that's up to you guys. No. So, yeah. Anyways, I mean, this game is basically over. I have Petite Dragon in here to fuse with the Harpy Ladies to make Harpy's pets. Since it's any dragon plus a Harpy Lady. Or Harpy Lady Sisters, but who actually fuses it with Harpy Lady Sisters? That's kind of rude. But there's also Elegant Egotist, so like, I mean, the biggest problem with this deck is that you can't put like Cyber Harpies in it also. There's just not enough Harpies to actually go around. Which is kind of a shame. Oh, I should also put some mountains in this deck. Let's go do that right now. I forgot about the mountain card. Mountain's pretty good. It's better than the 3 Curse Breakers, especially since we have plenty of deck cost to use right now. Mountain's another card that would be pretty easy to get in Custom Duel, but, well, actually it wouldn't be very easy to get, but it's gettable in normal slots. I left all of these land cards as normal slots because that's actually the hardest way to get them. So, I mean, it would be kind of annoying to farm the 3 mountains, but, I mean, you could. I'm just putting them in because we have them. So that's pretty much where my head's at. This is not really going to matter. It's going to be super easy all the way through because we have a pretty optimal deck already. You'd farm Mai for Follow Winds and the Harpy stuff. You'd farm Joey for the Gust Fans. Mako for the Tears of the Mermaid. And I think Mai has the mountains, so you'd also farm her for those. Just let her build up a bunch of monsters, and then she eventually plays Spell and Traps. She's pretty difficult though for starter decks because she'll play a bunch of Crimson Sunbirds, and that's not fun. Also, I would recommend starting this playthrough with like with probably the plant deck leader, so that you can start with the Bladefly, because Bladefly is a good card. And since everything's wind in this deck, I'm using Bladefly. That's literally the entire reason. Now, the question is do I make a second Harpy's Pet here? I think I do. Even though I could make the second Harpy Lady Sisters. But buffing 2 of these by 900 seems really strong. Also, make sure you flip your Harpy Lady Sisters against this guy, so you don't have to deal with his open card, and that would wreck you. Don't want anyone getting wrecked by open card because it's good. Well, we drew the second Harpy Lady Sisters, so this was definitely the right play. Also, Harpy Lady Sisters only decreases the cost of Winged Beasts by 1, unfortunately, because it's only 6 stars. I did consider making it 7 stars. Technically, it's a buff to the card, since you're only going to use it in a Winged Beast deck, and you're always going to use a high power leader. Also, this fight's going to suck a lot because most of his stuff is Earth, so I'm gonna get Spellbound like every other attack. Why did this... Wait, oh yeah, it's a dragon. Never mind. Yeah, his leader area weakens dragons. Well, rude. Oh, Queen's Double's annoying. Also, there was another suggestion to do Female Warriors, which is basically just play Tristan's deck, but slightly worse. Except you can't put a Gaia the Fierce Knight in for the BLS fusion, which is really sad. We're gonna do this. Pass a turn. Hopefully he'll let me move my Harpy Lady Sisters in, and then... No, he's not going to. He's on the absolutely not train. Oh, goody. My favorite spell, Block Attack. He does technically have a singular, copy of Ukazi in his deck, so, like, That Goblin fan's not completely unwarranted. I also wish that Elegant Egotist would actually just increase Harpy Ladies by, it would just increase them by 500 after, if there are Harpy Lady sisters. So you could actually use it as an equip, that would be nice. So, yeah, I mean, this is just going to be a matter of getting to him. I mean, this is a problem with dealing with Earth opponents. It'll be a lot nicer when we're dealing with Dark opponents because they will just get the opposite effect, where all of their creatures get stunned by me. But my creatures are so unbelievably strong that this is just not going to be fair. Used into a performance of sword. Good for him. But yeah, I was thinking about that female warrior playthrough and I was like, so you just use the performance of sword fusion and then 3 Blackluster soldiers and you win the game because they're all female? I mean, really, you just put 3 Blackluster soldiers into a deck and you win, because Blackluster soldier is really strong. Goodbye. So yeah, Tristan's annoying to deal with our deck, but otherwise, I mean, he's not particularly strong. I mean, we have a ultra optimized deck at this point already, so I mean, if you wanted to play Harpies, this is about what you're going to play, except you're going to put 3 Darkness Approaches in the deck because you want to get your Harpy's Pet Dragon to 9,000 attack, I'm sure. Or at least have the option. Although you don't really need the option. The deck does plenty without it. Like, making a massive Harpy's Pet Dragon is cool and all, but do you really need a massive Harpy's Pet Dragon? Well, time to beat down Miss Mai over here. Yeah, we don't really need these tiers. Also, I just have the Tears of the Mermaid in the deck because they're, like, good enough. They could literally be whatever you want. I also needed something to cut the deck cost, the summoning power cost a little bit. High summoning power cards like Harpy's Pet Dragon, you just have to, when you play them, you have to just actually put in a couple cards like traps or spells so that you can weave them in between. So we're just going to do, we don't need that, this duel. I'm gonna end up just flipping this regardless, so might as well do it now on the offensive. Only move 1 space with my leader this time. Nope. Do this so I can maximize damage here. Purge Face is a good thing to stop from going into face-up defense, so that's nice. I do believe this duel is very over, though. Yep, completely over now. Even Mirror Wall doesn't save. That will kill my Harpy Lady's sisters, though. Oh no, I might have lethal. I probably don't, actually. I mean, if I draw a Harpy Lady, I do. Nope. Here, we'll do it this way. I don't really need Mount in this game. I don't need the second Petite Dragon. Need a little bit more power on my Harpy's Pet Dragon. This is not quite enough, but it almost gets there. Another Crimson Sunbird. Huh? Why did she move that towards me? Oh, she actually played a pet dragon? That's very hard to actually get her to play, so I'm impressed. So yeah, it is possible to get the Harpy Ladies and Harpy's Pet Dragon from her. It would just take a while. Next up is going to be Mako, and Mako is going to have a very bad time against us. Because for some reason he has fish, and fish do not fare very well against harpies, I don't believe. Actually, no, it's insects that don't. I think fish are fine. Fish have a problem with thunders, don't they? You know, you'd think that birds would do pretty well against fish, especially harpies. But, I mean, it's not going to matter. This is going to be a very brutal game. I do not believe this is the best way to play Winged Beasts. It's just what we kind of get to play because we're playing harpies. That's a 7-colored fish. He's gonna move to his right, I believe. Actually, no, he's gonna move to his left. I don't really want to have him just summon in front of him and attack me directly, so... We can play around that a little bit. I'm also going to play around a shadow spell by hitting with the Reaper one first. And if it's not, we win. If it's not the shadow spell or the Tears of the Mermaid. Or I think he just has tears. Yeah. Just tears. Wasn't it tears, so he's dead. Pretty easy stuff. find it funny that if you play a fairy deck, you actually have to farm Mako in this mod. It's nice that you don't just beat down Taya. It's actually kind of rare that you actually want to just beat up Taya, unless you're playing beasts. And even then, I mean, most of the good beasts are pretty much just in custom duel. Unless you want to make like a Mon Larvis deck, which that sounds horrible. Please don't do that. Definitely don't ask me to do it. This field lets me take my time getting creatures out, so I'm going to move this to the left so that he doesn't attack it immediately, since this stuff can get over it. Right now I just need more summoning power with this hand. This hand's pretty good, it's just I definitely need more summoning power. I'm pretty sure I can greed this. I need 2 turns though. Unless I drew exactly Harpy Lady and Elegant Egotist, I'm not going to be able to play much this turn. I guess this will work. I think he has a Curse Breaker right in front of him. It just looks like a Curse Breaker to me. Like, that's the play that you make with a Curse Breaker is the AI, so... plus 900 is really good, so it's a huge buff. I am kind of worried that well, he's on forest terrain, so he can't really charge me too quickly. That's probably a 1000 dragon, almost positive it's a 1000 dragon, so... I've definitely played a lot of Harpy Ladies really quickly. What do we think? This, kill him if I attack? Nope. It wouldn't have even been lethal if I had just waited and defended, so... But I have a Harpy Lady, Harpy's Pet Dragon over there that gets to cut off his escape, so... That's a paralyzing potion. This right here. I'm just gonna very much guess it's a paralyzing potion. Yeah. Easy. Unfortunate. It's gonna kill my Harpy Lady. Oh, okay. we just make our pet dragon even bigger and then blow this card out of the water. Since for some reason he didn't attack my Harpy Lady Sisters last turn. This game's AI is so questionable. The more you play, the more you realize it's bad. So as I said, this is the guy that you'd get your Gust fans from. All of them just straight available from the start of the game in Custom Duel. The ability to play anyone you want in Custom Duel at the beginning is very nice. Definitely a nice feature so that, like, if you choose to start with machines in this mod, you can actually go just farm Keith to start with. And be able to actually play Dark Machines throughout the campaign. It's really nice. I mean, also, one of the things about this mod is you can farm up equips really easily. Which, I mean, like, it makes the game easier. But it's also made so that you can actually get, like, play sets of cards for PvP is one of the main reasons for that. I have no idea which I'd rather play here. I don't know if I want the sisters or if I want the pet dragon. So I'm gonna make the sisters. I'm gonna probably be sad about that choice. Also, this guy plays Earths, which Earths are a problem, as I said earlier. Oh hey, there's the pet and a blade fly. Just a fused creature can't beat me outside of a summoning range, so... Should be all good here, although my creature's gonna get stunned, and also I didn't play a pet last turn, so I miss out on 900 stats. Definitely an argument to be made for me to have played the pet dragon first. Definitely, I mean, Ancient Tree in this matchup's pretty good. I don't really have... Oh, well, there's a target for the Ancient Tree to deal with. I have a little problem here, and that's, I need some Harpy Lady buffs. And unfortunately, I already have my Harpies flipped. And my Harpy's about to die. Actually, no, it ties with that. Yeah. I don't really know if I want to actually buff that thing. Oh, traps are useless now, so let's just do this. That's the egotist. I mean, I guess if we draw like this, we just do this. Now I can push. I could have gone 2 spaces there, but fine. Tears of the Mermaid is a dead card in my hand right now, so... Since I have the Ancient Tree and I have to deal with shadow spells anyways. You know, this deck that we're playing is pretty close to the deck that Mai had in the base game, which is kind of terrifying. She had a very, very strong deck. It was very rude. Unfortunately, I have 3 creatures that are all just going to get stunned on every attack, which is not great. This card down here is probably a shadow spell, so we'll just get rid of it. Let's see, was I right? It was an Electro Whip. I don't need tears, as I said. By the way, Dissolver Rock is going to be a problem if I find it. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, that is a big problem. Oh no. Yeah, Muka Muka's big. I guess we can just Blade Fly. And we probably just kill it next turn with 2 equips on the Harpy Lady Sisters. Big. Yeah, this is what I get for not having my creatures be big enough, but... and also having to deal with a Muka Muka is just painful. Yeah, we're gonna have Kane this game, just dealing with stuff. If he leaves that card in attack mode, it's probably a Curse Breaker, so I'll have to skirt around it. Maybe I'll destroy it with one of my Speller Traps. It's maybe not a Curse Breaker, but it's still probably a Curse Breaker. It's definitely not a Curse Breaker because it put in defense. Oh. That's an interesting creature. I do want to kind of end this duel quickly, but he is finally giving up. Well, until he plays a Dissolver Rock here and just flips it. Okay, he didn't. Dissolver Rock would have killed like most of my creatures and really made me really sad. So yeah, Harpies are incredibly strong and we can make extremely strong creatures because we have a million equips in our deck. The better player gets 2 3-in-a-rows there. I am not that player. Oh, this was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but this was part 1 of playing Harpy Ladies, so thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.